Michelle's parents hadn't been on a real date since before she was born, or at least that's how they made it sound. So when they asked if she'd be okay home alone for the first time, she saw an opportunity. "Are you kidding? Go! Have fun, stay out late, live a little," she said, practically shoving them out the door. Her dad squinted at her. "You seem a little too enthusiastic." "Would you rather I cry and beg you to stay?" Michelle smiled. "I'm 13 years old. I've been waiting for this moment forever. At last, you're letting me grow up." Her mom gave her a long, dramatic look before sighing. Okay, we're going to do the classic dinner and a movie, so we'll be back around midnight. Call if you need anything. Just be responsible. Don't burn down the house." Michelle nodded. "Responsible is my middle name." And at 7 p.m., she stood on the porch and waved as she watched them drive away. A few minutes later, Michelle had the whole couch to herself, a bowl of popcorn, and a terrible reality show was playing on TV. Things were going great. This was easy. She was actually beginning to feel like a mature, responsible adult. But by 8 p.m., the sun had gone down. The mood of the house began to change, and then the noises started. A creak, a thump, a rustling sound near the window. Michelle's bravado shrank until it vanished completely. She grabbed her phone and called her nearest friend, Tessa. "Tessa, girl, my house is making horror movie noises. I'm here by myself. Get over here," Tessa sighed. "It's probably the pipes or the wind or your imagination." "Yeah, cool, you can tell me that in person while I'm not being murdered." "Hurry up!" Tessa arrived 20 minutes later, bringing snacks and zero sympathy. She stood in the doorway. "See? No ghosts, no burglars, no monsters." "I know, I just feel better having you here." Michelle led her over to the couch. Tessa grabbed a handful of Michelle's popcorn. "I should charge you for this kind of emotional support." A few minutes passed. Michelle saw Tessa smiling while goofing around on her phone. "What are you doing?" "Texting Aaron," Tessa grinned. "You mind if he comes over?" Michelle sighed. "Sure. Why not?" she said reluctantly. Tessa texted Aaron the good news. Aaron texted Rocky. Rocky texted Jose. Jose texted Max. Max texted everybody. By 9:30, Michelle's house was not just a safe space from imaginary noises. It was a full-fledged party, loud music, pizza boxes piling up. Some random 7th grader was playing hacky sack with a cantaloupe from the fridge. Michelle stood in the middle of the chaos, stunned. "How did this happen?" Aaron popped open a can of soda. "It's called networking." Max stood by the refrigerator, juggling raw eggs. "It's called awesome." But it was not awesome. Michelle tried to reel it in, but things only got worse. Someone set up a TikTok dance challenge on the coffee table. Someone else found her mom's fancy imported chocolates and was using them as prizes for arm wrestling competitions. And then, crash! Michelle turned in slow motion, heart sinking. Someone had knocked over a lamp. But not just any lamp. The lamp. The one her dad had won at an auction in England. The one he described as a priceless artifact, but that Michelle suspected was just a very expensive thing he likes to brag about. It lay shattered on the floor, its pieces glowing under the soft living room light. "Whoa," someone whispered. "Oh no," Michelle whispered harder. Then just to add some extra disaster, some kid that no one even knew tripped and spilled his sushi and soy sauce directly onto her mom's expensive Persian rug. Meanwhile, back in the kitchen, as anyone could have predicted, Max had eventually dropped all 3 eggs onto the kitchen floor. "Anybody up for an omelet?" He laughed. "Okay," Michelle announced. "That's it, party's over." But no one listened. They just went on about their business, as if Michelle wasn't even there. But Jose happened to be looking out the window. He saw headlights pulling up into the driveway. His eyes grew wide. "Yo, it's 5-0, he shouted. And that got their attention. Panic set in. Kids scrambled everywhere. Tessa helped Michelle shove chips under the couch. Jose herded people out the back door like he was leading an escape operation. Aaron tried to run out but tripped over a beanbag chair. Michelle turned just as her parents walked in. The silence couldn't be any more awkward. Her mom's eyes went to the rug, then to the broken lamp, then to Michelle. Her dad's face did this thing where it tried to smile, then realized there was no joy left in the world. "Explain," her mom said in a way that suggested no explanation would be good enough. Michelle tried. She smiled nervously. "Want to hear a funny story?" she said, but her parents weren't laughing. And in the end, Michelle was grounded. Her parents didn't even give her a time frame of how long, just grounded indefinitely. She had to clean up the mess all on her own. The rug had to be professionally cleaned. And the lamp? The lamp was unfixable, so RIP to Dad's weird auction prize. And the next time her parents had a date night, Michelle's aunt was brought in to supervise, which was basically just code for Michelle has lost all trust. And despite being in trouble for what Michelle assumed would be the rest of her life, she still learned a very valuable lesson that night. Trust is very hard to regain once it's been broken. So when you say you're gonna be responsible. And maybe, just maybe, don't ever let Max know you're having a few friends come over to your house.